G'day and welcome back to Stitch Up and another episode of Factorio, our marathon Let's Play series. In this series, we are doing a marathon settings, no Death World. So as I just mentioned in the introduction part of it, in the first few episodes, that we're not actually, a lot of people would play marathon with Death World. This is a straight up marathon, a vanilla marathon as you would. Well, not really, but I guess it is. Okay, so in between episodes, I've fleshed out the mall, which I think is important to do. So the mall is all kind of, well, mostly fleshed out. And I've hooked up stone and stone bricks as well. I've also just allowed stone and stone bricks to come up the bus as well. And most importantly, last episode, in episode 5, we created the start of this lovely extra bits of steel plates. Now, steel plates are super important, and let's not go out there. But basically, steel plates are being brought in all the way from here, and they're getting from this iron ore. So iron plates, not steel plates. Iron plates, not steel plates. We've got a bit of coal out there, so we've got a smelting column going. So that's all quite nice. I need to put a couple of radars out there actually, so we'll get in and have a look at that. But this is now supplementing. What it's doing is it's cutting down, and it's coming in here, and it's supplementing. What is it supplementing? It is coming into here, yeah, and then it's coming straight out, and it's supplementing straight into this array, because don't forget everything's 4 times. You got more of the greens being made now. We'll put some research on in a sec as well, and then it cuts into the base, and it actually then goes to head and then supplements at just before green circuits. So this is really cool because we're supplementing from the bottom and then feeding it from the bottom, and injecting that bus from the bottom. So that is quite good. And this episode will be looking at the next step in the entire process. So jump in, guys, enjoy the Stitch Up intro, and I'll see you over, here in just a sec. Okay, so the next thing is we're going to be turning the bus. And so what we said in this series, and this could be ridiculous, is I want to turn the bus left every time we do a science. So I want to turn it left, and then we'll do, I imagine, military science heading in this direction. Then I want to turn it again to the right, and then we'll do something here for the next science. And then we should have come down to here and cut through. And whether or not we turn it again, that might be a different thing. But this is a spiral bus that I want to try out. This might completely shoot myself in the foot, but we're going to attempt to do that. I do have some forests here as well. Look at these patches as well. This is good, and we can start to see where the smog is. Let me turn the smog on. Hit the wrong button there. Yeah, the smog is starting to be affected. I have cleared out a couple of bases here and there, but that one's going to start generating some tax from across the ocean fairly soon, or from across that big lake. So let's look at the next science. Now I'll put the next science on. It is military science. Let's get it on and going. And if I jump out of that, jump into here, and turn that pollution off, you can see now that these have built up a little bit, so these guys will go. So off they go, and that military science is now almost done. That's because we let that sort of build up and we didn't have any science running. So now that we'll have military science, we'll get to that in just a second. Let's look at how we're going to do this. Now, of course, if I look at the bus, I've got these like this. Now, I think, and I believe that, yeah, that's my running track there. But if I want to turn it, this is going to be the 4 chips. This is going to be these guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I've got another 2 out there as well. So this will be steel, and it'll be, no, hang on, no, it won't be steel. It'll be coal. And what else will it be? It'd be coal and something else on the bus. There's something else that comes along here. So I don't know why I've got another 2 there and what I'll be able to use those for, but I think I was going to use it to drive, stuff down. Now, if I have a running line of more science coming down, that will come into here quite nicely, because I've got these guys here, but then I'll need another running line down, and I think that's the sciences coming down. That's why I kind of had those. So yeah, we'll have to see about this. So let's look at putting a turn into the bus with the, let's leave these guys here and put a turn in with just these guys. And I'm going to try and get sort of the right amount of room here and just sort of go with it, but not block myself in too much. And I need to find a balance here because I probably have blocked myself in quite a bit. But that's okay. Yeah, it's gonna be like this, isn't it? Okay, that's that. Hang on, 1, 2, 3, and so that'll be that one. Yep. And then I think so if we're doing that, these guys will be here. That'll be good. And then we got the next lot. So we need another 2. So now that we're here, we'd be able to go 1, 2, and then here. So then 1, 2, 3, 4. That'd be them. And excuse me, that's the sneeze next, is what it is. Oh man, I'm so sorry. I sneezed there. If in editing, I hope to remove those, but if you've heard the sneeze, that hasn't gone well. Okay, in between these, if we put these guys up, it'll be 1, 2, 3, and 4. A gap of 4 for the running. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then that means that's there. Yep. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and that 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that should be where we need to be, and that means that I can pick up here with these blocks and what we're doing here as well, and we're just doing a few things in this series. That's that bit in there. So that connects into there quite nicely, and that means that everything here can be collected out. And I this is stuff that I will do in between episodes, but I might as well just pick these guys up now because it's just a little bit, and it comes up quite quickly actually. Right, so what we will do here is we'll put the green and we'll turn it right there. Yep. And then we're going to put this guy here, and we're going to do that and come up. Yep. And we'll do the same thing here. Do this. And we'll fluke that. Yeah, that'll come up there as well. So that'll go quite nicely. And I haven't got a second. I've actually got a second little feed up here as well. And what I'm going to do in this series is put a lot of these down. Hang on. No, that's the gap. That is not right. Okay, let's stop that. Okay, so if we do this, that's fine. This is the gap of 2. So we just want that to be there, and now we can fix this with the nice little KOS fix up here. But like this. So what we'll do is we'll do that, and we'll go, you're there, and you're there. Perfect. I like that. What I was saying is we will be putting a fair bit of the belts down, but not filling them. So not a lot of belt storage, but placing the belts down is what we want to do. So that is all quite good. Let's get these 2 down here. We don't need to worry too much about that. We know the other guys are going to be there. So if I'm looking at the next science, let's queue up some more science and keep those going. So let's do oil processing next. Let's do lab research next. Let's do defenders. No, let's get all the other ones first. So yeah, we'll get the concrete, we'll get the circuit network because I'm sure you need it. The gates, yeah, we'll definitely need those. The car, so we'll get those, and then I think that is it. Then we can do the defenders after that, because we'll need the other science for the defenders. So I do need to set up steel next as well. So steel's going to be, that's the other one, and there is going to be steel. Once we get steel going, we can get the red circuits as well. But steel will be on one side of this, but that'll help to make a few things in the bus there as well. So that'd be good. Let's get this guy going all the way along. And let's think about where we want to have a steel network set up. Now, if we have a quick look here, steel is going to be super important to get going. So if I have a quick look here, this is where everything is. Now I do have 5.6 million of these guys. Actually, I'm wondering if I just put a steel smelter down here as well, and then have steel come back down the line, and because I won't have enough to be able to do it down below. My this is already running quite low anyway, and this is the starting patch, and we're really clearing out the starting patch, and we're not really doing enough here with all these machines. So we'll probably pick up some of this anyway. So I think let's look to the next patch. There aren't any other patches here that are close. Like even this is beyond. It's over the sea, the southern. Well, what looks like a southern lake actually. But yeah, we seem to be here. This little choke point's pretty good. We've got oil as well. So this seems to be a nice little area. I think we go out there and put a steel mill in. I'm just going to pick up. Now, I believe I put in a catch box for some of this. Yeah, here. And that's 400 bricks. I'm going to ask it just to keep 600. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 600 bricks. And then I've got my 400. So as I run across, I was thinking the bus has to go this way anyway, so we can put a bit more of this out here, but then it has to turn as well. So let's do this. I have a running line down south, so let me do that. In fact, let me do this. Ooh, a bit awkward. Yeah, and we'll run down here. Now, if we're going to run steel down there, we are going to want to run it back. So I think it's important for us to go and get get some supplies before we do this. Now, put the power very close. I did put the power very close. So let's just get the steel to here. But I will go shopping just while I'm there as well. And I think we need a few more of these. Drop it down. Yep. Oops. Oh man, hit the actual wrong one. Yeah, that's just not going to work, is it? No, okay. Okay, let's go run up here and just grab a few things. So if I need steel, I'm going to definitely need a few more of these yellows. I don't need any more of those, but I will need all the belts. I will need undergroundies and splitters. I've got plenty of anyway. And then steel. If I got any... Have I got any... How are we going for power? Oh yeah, we're doing pretty well for the power lines. I will just grab a few more mines as well, just in case I need to expand that. And I think I'll grab all those. And what else? Let me grab a couple of... No, I don't need lights. I do want to grab actually a few of these turrets. Yeah, we've got some turrets there. So that's good. And can I be getting any ammunition? No, I can't, but I want to get a few of these radars. Yes, 25. 25 radars seems like a lot. But let's go and defend out there as well while we're out there. So that'll be really nice. Oil processing's just completed. Bless it. And that'd be lovely. Okay, so it's, yeah, I've got to kind of run along here. But that, yeah, that's fine. I've got a bit of room to run. I probably should have just done this a bit differently, but look, this is going to change. I think everything's going to change. And in fact, I might need to pick up a few more of these while I'm here and manually craft up. Yeah, let me just pick up lots of these guys. And just while we're here, nothing's in the crafting queue, so I may as well go up and just craft millions more of these guys. And when I'm out there, I can get a few more as well, so that'll be pretty good. But yeah, just put in the return line for steel. And that'd be nice. And then above where this power is, once we get rid of these power lines, we'll put in the next line for the next product, which will be it'll be a second line of this, a second line of these guys. Sorry, I'm not being very clear there. A second line of iron plates above it, because we'll need, more than one line of iron plates. Now what's happening here? Oh yeah, well we have to be correct here, don't we? So we do this, we do this, we do those. At least the return line will be done then, which will be nice. Now we don't run anywhere along here because the return line is on the other side of the cliffs. So let me just do this, and once we've done that, I think I have to go back the other way. Yeah, lucky we can get up there. That's nice. So we're going to run along here. Just get rid of this tree. You don't need to be there. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's nice. Good. Okay, we run along here. We run up the top there. And keep this going. Now I'm going to do a traditional steel setup. The usual one. JD Plays come up with the original smelting setups, apparently. Let me just pick up a whole lot more of these. Great. And then I'm just going to say make these in batches of 5. And I know you can shift click the whole lot, but I like to do just a few batches here. Let's pick up a few more of these guys as well and just see if we can get all that going, because these are long ways back. Probably use a train for this, but we do have to do that, so that'll be fine. Lucky we can get down some of these cliffs, because some of them you can't. Just turn that way. Now we'll run down. Yeah, some of the cliffs you might have to find a spot where it fits because sometimes it won't fit along there. And we don't need to get this too high here. Now it won't drag horizontally or off the line you're going on thanks to a recent update. But if you're off it to start with and you're not on the correct line to start with, then you will get a bollocking. Right, now we want to just grab a bit of landfill and fill the land. Yep. Great. And then get these guys coming in. Right, and then we don't need to go that far up. Let's just go up to where we think and get a steel smelter going in. Right, now there's oil there, so I don't want to cover the oil. But what I want to do is I've got a room here for these, and I think now I want to find a steel smelter elsewhere. So first of all, let me just see how long these are, because these need to be 48s. So if I go, is it copy? Yeah, what is that? That's 27. That's 48. Yeah, so there's 48 of those guys. So these are the right length. So if I go into blueprints and grab steel, then I can see where my other steels are going to be. Well, we could lay out the other ones of these, but I think I want to get 2 more of those in there, and then I want to put the steel in. That's probably going to lay the patch out anyway. So why don't we do that? Let's do that. Let's lay this out correctly and just sort of, you know, even though it's marathon, we got to not panic and just get things running nice. So I want this to be a space of 2. So it should be 1 more. Yep. So it'll be there. Hit the shift key, and then over here it's going to be same thing. Line it up, and then do it a space of 2. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that'll be there. Yep. Nice. And now the steel can come along here and we can reclaim some land and just use the end of the steel. So let's pick up this guy because we know he'll have to go. And of course this guy here can go as well. Steel is here. Give it a couple of flicks. And I want it to be 2 across. I want these guys to line up. So it'll be there and 2. Yep, so that's it. Oh, steel fits. Lovely. Okay, steel fits. Now it's got the power in there. And ironically, I want that power. So have I got the... I do. I've got the right steel. I've got the right steel there. So that's good. That does work quite nicely. Right. I don't know what the plan is here. But let me do this. Let me put you, say, there. And then get this guy going into there. Now, what we would do here is feed these. So you need to be here. I'm going to take you off. What are you doing? Oh man, this is weird. This is my own steel design here, and I'm a bit lost as to how we're doing this. So let me do this. So you'll be in, and you'll be in. At the moment, all we're really doing is bringing this guy through, but we will have to make these. So let's put all these in. Yep, I actually need to put the correct ones in here, just so we can get them in here. So if I do this, I go there to there. Ah, yeah, that's that one. Nice. We don't need to make that bit. And then we come across. So yeah, okay, good. Okay, so it would be here, and then to there is what we were doing. And I'm just going to put those in for good measure. And then it was, how do you continue along? Ah, yes, you go like that. You do this. Then you go into there. And then you go, yeah. And you're to here. We're going to put those 3 in. And then they're coming in. So the coal, let's do the coal first. That might help us to, yep, and the coal is moving. So the coal works. The coal goes to there. It comes to here. Gets split. And that means we pick up one of these. Right. Yeah, so this episode I think is going to be the steel episode. So we decided we'd do 3 of those just for good measure. And now we're coming along. We've got these guys here. That'll be fine. And then coming into here, we know that we need to fire up. So let's see here, because we'll need a feeding line. For steel, we need a feeding line of product as well, don't we? We do. So let's put it here. Let's put that here. So there's a bit of oil there. So we might need to move some of those. Let me just move a few things out the way here, a few little trees, because I want to get straight through. And I'm going to have that come to, say, yep, and then across to here. Okay, and I'm going to come in on this side and say, right, this is where you're coming to. Okay, now for now, I think what we'll do is we want that to be the outside line, and I'm just going to tap it off here, but I will actually feed it correctly shortly. So let's tap it here for now. Yeah, and we can see, at least we can see product in, and we can map out exactly how we're making this. Now that'll come across here, and I want to put that as a, because what's feeding here? Right, okay, let's go. So we'll go here to there, right? And that means that the product is going to have to be in here. So this will be this. Now we need to split this because it needs to go on the inside. So that'll come in here. So we'll do this first. So this is here. Yep. And that makes, let's just make two. So we go here to here. And then we add in power. Those two, and we put 1, 2, 3, and 4. They'll directly put them in, but we know that there needs to be a supply line of yeah, it needs to be a supply line. So what it needs to be is don't know what these are. Hang on, that's that. And you're heading out. So that might be the out product right there. Yeah, that could be the out product. And I think what we'll do is we'll just cut this off then. So if that is the out products, yep, take this one out. So we don't have those, but we'll just, yeah, get rid of those there. And I want to connect up the power just so I can see these all kind of work. Okay, they're powering up. Yep. And so now we would have to get onto this side. Has to be coal. So there's got to be coal into there and coal into here. So let's do it like this. Let's go like this. Let's go here. You would then go here. So this would be coal. Yep. And you would put these in and you would put these out. Yep. And here we are doing, we don't need to be doing any of those, do we? No, we just need to literally go out. Great. And so here, not so much. Here, not so much. Yeah, this I made this and then I thought, what have I done here? And let me do, say, this. And that would put the products there. They would feed into here. You need to okay, that can go there actually. Then this can be, and you can do this actually. You could go, here's the direct out feed. Yep. So here should be my steel coming out. And that goes all the way down to the base, and then that means this gets split. This gets split. And that gets put into there. So that's the first feed and that's the second feed. And that means we can now go here, okay, here. So this is putting, so it's the opposite here. This is putting coal in. This will put out the products, working backwards here. actually, let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Put this guy here and just say, right, we want to connect up with nice ones. Yeah. And then these four are all the same direction. And that means that those guys are like that. It crashes into it. And now we should have steel heading out. And I think we will have steel heading out here. So that, what's that? Let's fill in these guys up. 9. No ingredients. Yeah, it's filling it. That's putting steel. And then steel will make its way out. So I think that works. What's the power situation? Sort of using up 16 but creating 25. Yeah, that'll put steel into both sides here. And eventually just start to really produce all that. So I will go ahead and sort of make this a bit bigger. One thing I'm just going to do now is just put in some turrets, a few more protection here, some more protection turrets, and then I'll put a second line in here and just say, right, both lines are feeding both lines. Yep, there you go, chieftain. And that is all quite nice. And again, this is all just plants. So I don't know why you're doing that. Thank you. Yep. Okay. I know we got some turrets there, which is good. But I think now that we've got a few more of these drills, we should be able to just come in and complete the drills. Yeah. So just that fixes drills for the whole run. But if we're here. And I think what we'll do now that we've just done this, let's beef up this, put an extra bit across. Oops, just need to move that. A couple of these, just so to see where the end of the seam is. Yeah, that's there. Face you upwards. So you need to be in line with, not player. Yeah, so there's the end. So that's pretty good. Let me do one off. So like there to there, that's perfect. And then you'll go like this. Yep. And we'll pick these guys up and we'll put them outside the seam so I can easily expand this for next time. Okay, and then over here we want to do one off, nice little sort of staggered line, and we'll put that all the way across there. So that is good. Yeah, I'm just going to grab now some of these, and we'll say here, and we'll say there. And we'll say there, and I want to go there, but take half away. Yeah, don't know what's happened here. Yeah, it's 50 in there now. And here, take half away, it was a 50. Here gives you 100, there takes you 50. And here is your 100, here's your 50. Testing it with 50 there. I'll just have a look at one more, 50 there, perfect. Okay, the gates are being created now as well, which is good. Although we don't need them, but it's fine. And then we just want to continue this along here. And before I do that, yeah, we'll just do this. And great. And then this guy with this running all the way along and putting all the way in here. So that is not bad. That means that we're sort of getting at some, as we're adding in more production lines, where we are adding in more capacity as well, which is good. So that is doing doing quite nicely. Yeah, and they'll share those. So that's all good. And we'll see steel sort of make its way down and bank up. But at the moment, we just have a tiny bit of steel here, and you can see it there. It's going to come down, and it's fabulous. We can leave that, and in between episodes, I can go ahead and make the rest of that. And I think I'm just going to do that later. Okay, I've got to remember to come across here until I get just got to remember where my shortcuts are until I get my lovely, although that goes around that way. I don't know if that is, oh yeah, because that's, yeah, it's defensive. It's a nice little defensive spot, but I should follow my original way back. And the idea with this is just not to have to come down here very often. In Marathon, it's funny how quickly we had to go to a new supply area. So out here, I'll just come down, run along this bit, and we can map out next. Oh, look at the uranium, lovely. We can't, what is this? Looks like something. No, it's just a bit of rock. We can actually go and map out, and we can run on this. Here's your steel. We can map out grey science is what we can do. So that'll be quite cool. And if I got a lake there, well, if I'm looking on the map, I think I want to do grey science here, don't I? I want to do the grey science. Yep. So the green science on this angle, grey science on that, and then we'll put the next science out on this one before turning back and going that way. So that could lead to all sorts of trouble. But what I would like to do here is just see, have I got a blueprint for grey science? There's red. Oh, what do I need for grey science? Let's see. Piercing rounds, grenades, and walls. Okay, so grenades is coal and iron. Piercing rounds is firearms, magazine regular, yellow, with steel plates and copper, which is now on the bus with the steel, and so is the, for the grenades, so is the coal. And what else? Walls, and so walls is stone bricks, and we've got a lovely stone brick supply going on there, so that works quite nicely. So we will get this going with the stone brick supply. Let's go ahead and make this then. But one thing I will need to do is just put, I need to put coal onto this, don't I? So steel can come into here, and steel, okay, here we go. Steel can actually come into the bus quite nicely. Let me do it. Let me do this. Let me go, say 2 and do it to there. Yep, and then this can be here, and then that means steel can come to this one, and this one can now be coal. So I need to find a route all the way down for this, which would be interesting. Can I get that to there? No, I can't. So it's here to here. Yes, it is. And we'll see if we can just get coal happening. Right, brilliant. I'll need to just manually make up a few of these guys. I don't really need to go back to them all and just manually make up, what, 57? Yeah, but I'm always going to find them there, so it isn't too bad. And I've got coal down the bottom. I know I've got coal down the bottom. Yeah, in fact, coal's just down here, actually, so it's not too far. You can actually be better. And this part of the bus will only be 3 across, so I'm thinking ahead to that. You're not going to end up being there, although I will keep it there as a marker. Yep, and coal should be here. Yeah, that's coal. Great. Great. So if we do this, and we do, you're going upwards, so, wow, it doesn't really matter. We could do that. Pick off a couple of these as well. Nice. That means the the marathon nature of the map is stripping resources out of the ground at a much greater rate. So we come into grey science. We've already had to look for secondary supplies of natural minerals. So that Now we do have a fair bit of coal there, and coal isn't too bad. Oh, let me have a lovely sip of beer. Episode 6 of Marathon World. Episode 1 of Marathon is my fastest watched video of all time, which really I loved. I did like that. Thought that was really nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and put these out here, and we'll get some precursors going for grey science. Right, military science even. Now that we've got everything happening. Right, let's go and see here. So let's look at the ratios and just see what we're going to want to do. So grey science. So 1, 1, and 2. So we do need the armor piercing rounds, and I do like to take this opportunity to make. No, I think I'm just going to. Focus on this and not put in any extra capacity for defensive rounds. So why don't we do this? Let's go out here, just put a fairway out and go right, 2 of them. And what we want to do is we need to make we need to make these guys and they're just going to have that, right? So if I put in a feed line like this, And again, I'm just going to clear some of this off both lines. And then create millions of belts just while it's crafting, because, you know, it's not a problem. I'll just do the full shift click on that one. Right, that'll get that, and we want these guys to be making this. Now this will head down. This part will head down, and then here it'll turn, and I'm going to give it a little gap before it heads back up. And again, oh, did I just try and craft those? I did. I do not want them. That was not what I meant to craft. I meant to craft these. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Brilliant. Okay, we can actually get this supplied out. Yep. Nice. And I'm just going to put a little splitter on there. Okay, let's use yellows to start with. We're not really there yet. Okay, and this will be yellow ammo. When we do this, I want to always use these. So let me do, say, here, and the next one can be there. Lovely. And then down to this, and then let's come down to here where we're doing, doing that. Oop, I'm trying to do it try and line it up with what's happening and keep these in the gaps. So if we're keeping them in the gaps, that is not it. But that is great. Okay, good. So that's that. And copy this recipe over here. And now we'll have these guys coming out. And they'll be on the far side. Yeah. So that's the far side of this. So if I look at my... Yeah. I want now armor-piercing rounds to be the next thing that we make. Yeah. So let me put these out here. Armor-piercing rounds are going to take a couple of things. They're going to take these bullets. And they're going to take steel on the other side of the bullets, and then they're going to take copper here. So the copper will be right in there, and that means that what we will have is we'll be able to copy, let's copy these, and let's go, don't want to copy the power poles, because they're really annoying. Actually, that is just... Okay, let me just do it manually. Forget the copying. Okay, so that'll be yellow here. So it'll be feeding in copper. Yep. So this is going to be a copper feed. And if it's going to be a copper feed, we might as well get it going now. So there to there. And that means... I'm just going to put that guy in here and here. And then do this to there, and say kick him across to there. Yeah, nice. Good. Okay, we need 2 of them, and the armor piercing rounds will come down. Yep. And it'll come across 1 and then up. Yeah. And that means that these will be here and here, and then they'll be there and they'll be there, which is nice and neat. These will be armor piercing. And once we get in this, it's going to be here and here. Yep. So that will feed off those. And then coming straight into this part, I want to intersect and add in steel, I believe. Yeah, steel bits into here. So this is a nice little setup, actually. I like this setup. So if we go there to there, and I'm just going to put those bits in because we need them. And don't worry about that, but I need to get the steel bit, which is going to be all the way out there. So let me split this off and do it like this. Let me do this. Just think ahead here. It's in line with this. It's going to have to be sort of steel, steel, steel. Yeah, it's going to be like this. It's going to be here to here, then there. And I think we are just... I think we haven't quite got the right length here. Let's just get that going on. I'll have to make this 6 across this running track. We'll have to widen this. If we do that, we could widen it down here and just fix it at the bottom part. I think that could fix it. Bit of tidying up going to have to happen. Let's just do that for now. Now, if that's like that, I want this to be like this. So if I go there to, let's do here. Yep. So here to here, and now I want to snake across and up. And I'm going to say have this guy split just before the corner. You'll go across, which means you can go left and right. Okay, so that'll bring steel up there, albeit very, very slow. But that'll bring it up and make those guys, and that'll be that. Okay, if we come along here, so have a quick look here, go back to the source. It's that one. So it's one of those and then a grenade on the other side. So it'll make these, but then we need to put a grenade on the other side. So what we need to do here is that'll be those. In fact, if that's going to be the case, let's do this then. Let's make those and leave them to there. Now I want to make grenades next. And grenades are going to be in the same fashion, but they're going to be coal and iron plates. And so let's put a gap of, say, one. Yep, just one. Actually, let's just do one. And put a secondary one in there. And I will now just copy this, because that's what I did want to copy. Yeah, let me do this. That. Yep. And yeah, I don't like it though. But if I do this, and I make these into grenades, there. You're good. Okay, so we put the reds here on the outside, the yellows here and here, and that means grenades will be there. And that means that this guy can come down. This guy can go under. In fact, he could do this, and this could go like this. And that would work quite nicely. Actually, even better, we can do this a lot better. We can do this much nicer. We could do, we can say here, and I can then go here, here, and you cut in there. Yeah, and that means that could be there. So they'll put on the outer line, which is nice. If I do this here and here, and I put room for the expansion there and there, that means those guys will be fine. So you're going to be coal on one. Now, I want it to be, look at the ratios, I want it to be more coal, so the coal closer. Yep, and then we're going to be putting, I think it is these plates. So if we do this here, so you'll go like that, and then coal will go like this. Grab one of them, and I'll do that with a little splitter as well. Now coal is coming in here next, so let me just keep these guys going along. Yes. I'll keep these four going along here, although we will probably move these in just a second, won't we? Yes, we will. And then coal is going to be the bits that has to make this alignment here. So let me do it. So it's going to be there to here, then here to, may as well just take it all the way up. Yep. And then it's going to be, for now, that's to that with a joiner, strange little joiner for the moment. And then we're going to be doing, and we'll take this. So we want to grab this and do a coal split. Yep. And that means we can be putting in this guy, and that is lovely. So that's that. These guys will be making them. Right, so that will be making in the grand scheme of things. And so we want to be able to ramp all this up because, you know, we want to be able to build and extend all this. That's the reason I'm building it like this. So we are getting here. Our grey science will have armor piercing, yes. It will have grenades, yes, but we need now a wall factory. So a wall factory, and if it's going to have both of those and they're now heading in this direction, then what we'll probably do is, if it's going to do that, is we'll do this all the way down. Yep. Because what's your problem? Hang on. Why are you not? Oh, yeah, because you just got a tiny bit of steel there. That's right. There's hardly any steel coming out. And then so we'll do this down until we get the walls. Now, the walls are just simply a single product, I believe. Yeah, the walls are just that. So with this one, it's going to be a gap of 1 again. And you're going to be straight up. Yep. And it's going to be one of them. And it's going to be here and here. And then we come down. Right, now I think the walls, and then we make the science after that. So let's just do this, there. We'll make extra ones here. Whoops, trying to go too quick. There and there for extra bits. Thank you and thank you, nice and neat. If you can be walls. Yep. And now this guy can be, and we want this to come across. Well, we'll see about this. Okay, first of all, you're all coming across. Yep. And then we just want the walls. Stone bricks, of course. Yes, stone bricks. Yep, so we'll do that. Great. Now we want to copy this. So we do the alignment is going to be there. So here to here, then here to here. Just copying the alignment over. And then bringing them up to there. Add my joiners in the middle. Yep, nice, that's better. Add the 2 joiners in the middle, and this guy will be here with a little intersecting parts coming straight off there, so that'll get into that. Okay, that's nice. And then after that, we should get the science production, so that'll be great. Now, having a quick look here, so we should have the products here and then there, and the science production. So let's do this guy. Let's quick look here with the science so we get it all the right way around. We want to have, it's all quite even, so we want to have a gap of 1, and we want to have feeding lines here, here, yep, and then we're going to do this. Ooh, run out here, so maybe I could just make 1. Yep, I can make 1, which is nice. And then this is going to be the science line coming all the way down, so we'll put that to there. And I know I'm going to want this here. I know I'm going to then want some reds. There's a bit of a go there. And this is going to be grey science, military science. We can put these guys as exactly the same, and that allows for expandability. We put the other one in. It doesn't cross the wires. Copy those 2, and now it doesn't matter which is which, but what we can say is walls can be, because the walls are going to be double the amount, so we can actually just have the curve here somewhere nice. Let's do it there, there, and there. Yep. And that means the next one can be, and there. Yes, that'd be good. Now we can get the walls to split off themselves here and just put this nice little cheap splitter, because they're going on the far side. Now we just do this guy, put it over there, so that's nice. As we expand up, that'll make more sense. I want to bring these guys across just so I can bring my science down, and let me just bring them all to the same level. Yep, 2, 3 and 4, and then we'll just need a science coming down. So I want this to copy, so let me do this. Oh, I ran out of those. Can I make any? I can make a couple, but I really need to probably, actually it's just here, the mall, so we'll go and grab those. And then we can put we can literally just put that science straight in. Let me just go and grab these. Yeah, lovely. Great. Oh, we will need a few of those anyway. We'll also need a few of these. Great, 200 of those. Yep, nice. Let me see. Do I want to put this? Yep, just for now. And the science going back is going to be interesting, because science is, yeah, because I think I want the science coming back. Because that's this guy feeding down. So I think I want, it's going to be a bit of spaghetti junction going on here, but I think science going back is going to have to come about here. Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be nice. You got this little bit here. This kind of works for the moment, doesn't it? Yep, and we'll do this, that, and that. And it's quick and dirty, but it kind of works at the moment. But we just need to put in the extra bits. Okay, this is good. Just have the science coming straight back here, because the science will be made shortly. Okay, and I'm just going to do it to there for now. Bring it across, and what we had hoped is to have a gap of 2 here. So let's do it, 1, 2, and then that means that the line would be there, and that'll be the science line, yeah? Yeah. Yeah, and we'll go to here, and we'll do that. So let's see where we're making that science. Grey science is now coming along, so let's do it again. So it's there, to here, then here, to say here, then there, to there. Yep. And that comes along, and we have to put the joiners in the middle, and science is now on one side, which is good. Okay, so science will now come along here and go ahead and go to where it needs to go. Yeah, I think we're kind of getting somewhere here. Defenders, what are defenders waiting on? I think defenders are waiting on, yeah, they're waiting on that as well. So you can see that there. They're waiting on the grey science. So let's wait for the grey science to come down, come into here. Just want to fix this bit up. We don't need to do it like that. We can do it like this. Well, actually, even better. Let's do that to that, and have those guys go in there. Now, I think I'm going to want to change the way we have this. Although, because I've got the power here. What about if I do this for now and just put those in the gaps? That'll pick up for those. And then I think after this we have to change this and put in a more robust science array, because yeah, these will be passing back. Yep, let them do that. Let them keep passing back, and I think we'll end the episode very shortly as well, guys. I know it's been very, very long, this episode, but we want just to have a few things going on here. Yes. Let's just do that, not worry too much about this. Right. Okay, let me just, yep, there we go. And the new science has gone. So the new science has gone in, which is good. And I'll just put a couple in here, and then we'll see about the rest. Yep. Lovely. Okay, so this has been, well, we did get grey science and we did steel done as well. So that's pretty good. We got steel done up here. We still didn't put any of those radars up there. So that'll be something I'll need to do. Just looking at the smog is now off screen as well. So lots of radars up there, some more turrets, and that'll be really lovely. Episode 6 this is. Yeah, grey science also accomplished with the turning of the bus as well. So that's quite good. And so we'll go around this lake. We'll make a sharp turn around that lake, and we'll do the next sciences over here. We'll then come down along, and somewhere along here we'll make our way back before heading up, and probably skipping this bit, and that'll probably block us in. That'll mean that trains should be able to go on the periphery, but we'll test the theory. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Factorio. The series is our marathon series. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, subscribe to Stitch Up, and I'll see you in the next episode. Cheers.